Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, grain prices are trying to rebound from yesterday's losses, but the gains are somewhat modest at this time. Yesterday, markets sold off and increased speculative selling after China said they felt that commodity prices were too high, and also that the big banks are asking lenders maybe to slow some of the credit growth. And so beans right now up about 3 cents. Meal is turned lower. Oil is higher. Nearby corn is unchanged, while diesel is up 3 cents. And wheat's up 3 cents in Chicago, down 2 cents in KC. The outside markets will be watching consumer price index numbers to see if there's been a rebound in costs after last year's, compared to last year's data. 4% of the U.S. corn crop is planted. This is versus 3 average. If we look ahead at the forecast of cool, dry weather across much of the Midwest, we should see an increase in plantings as going forward. The winter wheat crop was rated 53% good to excellent, unchanged from last week and still down from last year's 62%. Soft wheat plantings 11% versus 6 average. And you saw some increases in Idaho, South Dakota, and Washington. North Dakota is getting some snow, which should help topsoil moistures and allow the spring wheat plantings to pick up. China's March soybean imports 7.7 million tons. March is 47 million tons imports, and I think they're still on pace to get that 100 million ton import numbers. China crush, though, is down to 1.3 million tons last week. Margins are negative. Meal sales are poor, and is concerned about African swine fever, especially in the southern regions. Malaysian palm oil production for March was up 11%, higher than expected, and the stocks were up 11%, at 1.45 million tons. That was higher than expected. Brazil soybean export prices finally firming. There's 12.8 million vessel lineup, and 6 million tons have been loaded so far in April. Argentina is seeing some food inflation, which could cause them to slow their beef export demand. In Europe, rapeseed crop may have been stressed by freezing temperatures. U.S. domestic soybean basis continues to firm as buyers try to bid up for beans for the crush, but the export program is definitely slowed. Brazil is dry. China imported January through March about 6.7 million tons of corn, which puts them at a pace above the USDA's guess of 24 million tons. And there is some concern, though, that China's only taken 9 million tons of the U.S. corn, and there's still 23 million tons total sales. Wheat is about weather. I think conditions should get some rains in the southern plains. Last week, Western Europe got a few showers, especially in France. We'll have to watch the Black Sea, but so far conditions overall are mostly favorable, especially in the Ukraine. So I think that the markets right now continue to be in a trading range until we actually see more about what's happening down the road as far as U.S. weather. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investors. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.